Huh? You see, you see it up top.
Madden Bowl live. I don't see who is it? I said Madden Bowl.
Hey, we'll just go to it later. They're gonna start the game, I guess. Come on, I'm ready to roll, man.
All right, let's go. That's you. I'm waiting on you, Wop.
I'm ready, man.
Bowl, man.
Moochie Bone.
What is it?
What the game? Let me go and make sure, man. Let me go and beat you the game, bro.
You going to beat me?
Yeah, they're gonna roll.
Get your ass whipped off that shit with me like that.
All right, press start. Press resume game.
That's you.
I'm ready.
No, it's got 27 seconds. It's got time. The time got to run down. Fucking Wop talking this shit.
I'm waiting on you, man. I'm waiting on you to click in.
You got to call timeout.
No, I mean,
Because it keeps starting over. Okay, call the timeout because it's left.
you won't let me do nothing.
Keep starting the time over. Don't do nothing. Don't do nothing, Wop.
Wait, who gonna do this? Who gonna do
Keep
this,
starting
man?
the time over. You can't call the timeout?
No, see, can you call one?
It's locked.
And now a timeout defensively
They're
for the
open.
Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Now the defense loses him. It's complete.
Man, I try to hit stick you, man, but you know how to.
Touchdown. Devontae Parker, 77 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead.
I try to hit stick the quarterback, man.
Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there when they call a shot play.
Now on to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let roll, man.
And the wideout in motion. Now Ryan on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 78 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and a big sack at that. This remains a one-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you.
Man, your offense straight trash, bro. I mean, like, for real. For real, your offense trash, man.
And a very capable offensive unit here. One of the headliners, Jordan Cameron.
He's listed as a tight end, but he's at his best when he flexes away from the line of scrimmage and runs routes like a receiver.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
For someone who piled up the yardage that Jay Ajayi did in 2016, I think it was a strange type of a year. How many runners do you know that will end the season with more 200-yard games on the ground than 100?
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
What?
Well, I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster. And we just absolutely saw it right there.
What went on, man?
Something really big cooking on that one.
When you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
Just beating the play clock now. It's Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's a look at the young Atlanta Falcons, although next year, obviously, everyone will be a year older. So rookies like Deion Jones, Keanu Neal, Devondre Campbell, an extra year.
Just young and growing, aren't they? I mean, I expect their play to continue to accelerate and elevate.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. After the interception, here's Ryan. He'll buy some time right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Here's the offense, and we talk about the tight end, Jacob Tamme.
A lot of people thought of him as simply a safety valve receiver. He can be a primary receiver. Jacob Tamme shows better athleticism than what people expect.
He sets to fire deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. And a look at the starters for the Miami defense.
The competition to go to the Pro Bowl safety is fierce in the NFL. But Rashad Jones makes his case year in and year out as one who should go.
Now it's Ryan. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And the D looking like they may blitz. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And Landry just snuck into the top 10 this year in receiving yardage, 1,136, finishing the year with 94 catches.
And what makes him super dangerous is his ability to convert from being a wide receiver to a running back after making the catch. Because I've talked with a number of defensive backs in the NFL, and all of them, independent of each other, say the exact same thing. Tackling him in the open field is difficult, and he leaves an impact when you do actually bring him down. Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective.
Rush coming, and he's taken
Bro,
down.
man.
Grady Jarrett
Man, throw that-
in there to
Man,
drop
throw that
him,
ball soon you get it,
and it'll be
nigga.
a loss of about 8.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to
Yeah,
develop,
throw it
and
soon
they can
you
often
get it,
hit
nigga.
big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and
I'm gonna
sometimes
send these
you get
niggas at you,
sacked.
dog.
Yeah, what's
They
perfectly called for
they-
a defense
they wrote
to attack
Tannehill,
a
man.
screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
That one good for 12 yards, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And it's caught by Parker. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the 1st quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, I'd like to be in the huddle with him right now.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jay, 24 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt, you need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And his kick is right through. Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be marked down deep into Miami territory. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 66 yards.
Hey, you can't hold a real nigga down forever, man.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And
What up, my guy?
It was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out.
Bro, man.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. And he is going to lose yardage here. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
I have to admit to a little bit of surprise on that play call. Short yardage, and they try to go wide. They got spilled for their efforts.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Tannehill. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing before.
You ahead now, but your back still against the wall, my boy.
Remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Now Ryan going for it all. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. 4th down. Here's Ryan. And it is incomplete. CD, wanted to get your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot, but there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
It certainly is, and even before we get to the draft, you start with the combine, that's held in Indianapolis every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals. And
now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford.
The finesse kid, dog. I took some, man.
Shot at their own 49-yard line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They go play action here on first
jump
down.
ball in the end zone, man.
And that is caught.
Jump ball in the end zone, nigga. What's up, man?
Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. So they're going to go for 2. To throw forward is Ryan. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken near the 13. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, you mind if we go off topic for a second?
No,
I like to do that randomly. AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they have an offseason that's calm, and they go into this season and try and get back to the playoffs where they've been perennials. How about Denver?
Yeah.
Remember last year they didn't have the quarterback to start. Trevor Siemian played pretty well overall, but maybe they can get solidified there and ride that strong defense right back into the playoffs. I'm going to give you a couple a little bit off the pace. Indianapolis cannot afford to squander Andrew Luck, one of the better young quarterbacks in the game. They've got to get back to the playoffs. And Buffalo, brand new head coach, brand new people running the ball club. Let's see if they can figure it out, because I think defensively they can be awfully strong.
But Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now it's Tannehill. He's going to go up top again. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keep something to calculate it. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football.
And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown.
Oh, clown ass nigga, you already know, man. I told you, nigga, man.
And the Falcons have taken the lead. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the... Oh, the Falcons got it. Yep.
Do what I want to do with it.
Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered cover. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. On second down, Freeman. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take one guy, two guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
Here's Ryan. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Andre Branch coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Byron Maxwell. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well.
It's hard to play in the NFL now as a running back and not catch the football as well. Jay Ajayi shows what you can do when you have both of those skills.
Good in space, isn't he?
He really is able to catch the ball, and he helps create blocks downfield. A lot of times that's what people miss. It's not just making other guys miss you. It's setting up guys to block those guys downfield with the moves you make, and Jay Ajayi does that very well.
They'll toss it to Ajayi. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
What up, nigga?
Defense showing blitz. They run again with Ajayi. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Tannehill now. They give to Ajayi.
Dog, you think you kept me out here? You think I'm out here sleeping like that, my nigga?
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. On second down, Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills, and it's fourth down.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Now, a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Second and 10 now. Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
On third down, Ryan. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's picked off by Jelani Jenkins. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. But he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Now that was a gutsy call. In today's NFL, that is a passing down, but they broke tendency and in a big way, and they were rewarded.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run with a J. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they're definitely showing blitz here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
Here you go.
And they might think about going for it here, but it's still just the second quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass to both in the arsenal. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins have tied it. Now they can take the lead with the extra point. And he puts it through. Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. The ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Oh, man. You out here faking.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Cameron Wake in there to for a loss of 5. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Yeah.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
I ain't in for some reason, man.
They're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably
hold on,
here too, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They go play action here on first down. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo.
All right, hold on, man.
7
Something ain't
yards,
right.
the pickup on the pitch and catch.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's back to the quarterback. When they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
Man, my controller. Come on, my guy. What you doing? It ain't dead, man. Hold on.
The play
It's
clock's
right now,
running
man.
down. And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. On second down, here's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper.
Well, I believe I wasn't playing, man. I mean, though I've been losing, man. My controller. I believe somebody will glitch my game, man. You probably glitch my game, my boy.
Doesn't it? How about that play action there?
Man, ain't nobody never scored those 20 points on me, man.
Bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Nigga, I don't know what you talking about, nigga.
They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught left side, Tammy. And he's brought down. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And that leads to an Atlanta first down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's picked off by Jelani Jenkins. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They run with Ajayi. Uses the stiff arm. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. That incompletion, Charles, gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, 3 that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them. Arizona, we thought they were a lock to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And Carolina, the defending NFC champs going into last season, they didn't make it. So I think that all 3 could return to former glory. I'm going to give you one way off the pace here. You ready?
Let's go.
The Los Angeles Rams.
Ooh.
If they get the young quarterback going and that defense continues to live up to expectations, they can make a real strong push in the West.
They've got the D. You're right. They just need the O. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and it's 4th down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They are going for it. It's Tannehill. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out. And it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook.
Hey, bro, your defense super trash, man.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic. So anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Sanu with a grab over the middle. 23 yards on the play. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they show to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Again on 2nd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Kiko Alonso. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They set up the screen to Ajayi. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Here's Ajayi. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
But it was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And it's caught by Parker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
This is Ajayi. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Tannehill. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth. They run for it with Ajayi. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Jay Ajayi stops short of the first. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3.
He's going
to be taken down. He's sacked on the final play of this third quarter. 1-point game as we begin the fourth. They come up in an offset eye. On second down, here's Ryan. Trying to lay one up deep. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they dropped it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt. He's going to take another, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means...
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the fourth. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
He goes underneath to Freeman. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown, as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. come the Dolphins now. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also
Are you fumbling this time, my boy?
They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back.
Fumbling it this time, my guy, man. I ain't doing much talking, man.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. This one caught, Jordan Cameron. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And the D looking like they may blitz. They go play action here on first down. His throw.
All right, stop playing on me, bro.
He was looking that time for Stills, and that'll bring up second down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And Cameron has it over the middle. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left.
You're going to have to start running, man. That ain't going to cut nothing.
In terms of levels, first level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle.
Send them, please.
The sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And quickly, they get to the line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that
Wrong
play,
defense, man. You got to change up, my guy.
He reads defenses so well.
You ain't going.
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd and
1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And now it's 2nd down. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of
running to the right.
I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. Now it's Ajayi. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Here's Tannehill. His tight end Jordan Cameron, the intended target. 3rd down here.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense.
Okay, you know it's the route, right?
But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes.
You know I was sending the blitz.
Jonathan Babineau in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They have the lead, still a 1-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. Freeman again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Ryan to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27.
Man, my guy, you super trash, man. You played a good game, though.
Right now. Plenty of catch opportunities in this game. He's converted them, and his team's winning.
And Matt Ryan's happy, too, to have
clown ass nigga, man. You need to say a red nose, nigga.
About breaking teams down, and oftentimes just through a running game.
Nigga, I would never what about you, nigga. I mean, what you talking about?
10 yards still left on 2nd down.
Talk.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's picked off by Jelani Jenkins. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
You got him faking? Don't tell Jameer Clement. Don't tell Jameer Clement.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Back to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. 10 yards to go on 3rd. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, You've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll look to throw. They set up the screen to a giant.
Bro, you know you would get smashed, dog.
They're gonna lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
You done lost?
He's back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Now it's Tannehill. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And here now
You knew that from the jump, my guy.
Only 1 timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have 1 timeout left. And that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
No.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. And you know, every